Hi, candidates. Let me first take this opportunity to remind you that my name is Tumwesige Shaban, and those of us who have joined us in this lesson, who are going to join us in this lesson, this is so far lesson 5, that is Science P7. So those of us who have not yet settled, I'm giving you 1 minute to settle down, pay attention, and we learn science. And before we learn what we are supposed to learn today, we shall first with the review of the activity I left you with in lesson 4. So settle down, then we go through that activity together, which I left you with. Yes, I can see those who are still moving and playing with their gadgets. So you can sit down, settle, pay attention, and we go through the activity I left you with. Good. So the activity I left you with, number 1 was saying that which element of PHC helps to prevent skin diseases? Answer, yes, personal hygiene. Question 2, name any one fungal skin disease. Mind you, when we are looking at the skin diseases, we saw many of them. Diseases like scabies, measles, leprosy, and very many others. But here the question is asking us, out of those skin diseases, which one is fungal caused? So we can have ringworm, and the disease is ringworm, not ringworms. It is ringworm. Then we can also have candidiasis, not candida, but candidiasis, with that spelling. Of course, there are so many others, but for the interest of time, let's have 2. But there are so many fungal skin diseases. Then 3, why do we bathe daily? Answers, to prevent skin diseases, to prevent bad odor, or one can say to remove sweat, or one can say to remove dirt. So with a pencil, let me think you are doing the needful by putting a cross where it is supposed to be, by putting a tick where the answer is correct. And if you failed those questions or any of those questions, then you are supposed to make corrections. Then question 4, mention any one fungal caused sexually transmitted disease associated with poor personal hygiene. Answer, candidiasis. Then question 5, what causes scabies? One can say itch mite, one can say itch mites. Then number 6, give one reason why a person suffering from leprosy should keep his or her body away from others. Answer, leprosy is a contagious disease. Or one can say leprosy is a communicable disease. Or one can say to prevent the spread of leprosy or the spread of leprosy to other people. So those are the answers for question 6. Then the last question, name the germ that causes leprosy. Answer, one can say bacterium, which is plural, or one can say bacterium. Mind you, the other time we said, who can remind us what we said about somebody suffering from leprosy? Yes, one we said is, that person, we call him or her a leper. L-E-P-E-R. So briefly, those of us or those of you who have just joined us in this lesson, that's what we saw in lesson 4, and that was an activity I left you with in lesson 4. How many of you have got all the answers right? By show of hands. Good. So without wasting time, today we are going, who can guess? Because when we are beginning this topic, we saw the examples of excretory organs. And we started by looking at the skin as an excretory organ. So who can guess our next excretory organ that we are going to look at? Yes. So we are going to look at the kidneys. And I told you that we say kidneys, not kidney, because we have two kidneys. The right kidney and the left kidney. That's why we say kidneys. And we said that kidneys are excretory organs. Why? Who can tell us? Yes, we say that kidneys are excretory organs because they help the body to remove waste products. You can even specify the excretory waste products removed by the kidneys. We can say, meaning that we can say the kidney helps to remove, or you can say it excretes urea, one can say it excretes uric acid, one can say it excretes excess salts. That's why we place the kidney or the kidneys under excretory organs, or that's why it is under excretory system. So like I have told you, without wasting time, in my lesson today, I expect the following. But as I have told you, I expect maximum attention and silence. And an unnecessary movement, I don't want that. Because at the end of my lesson, we shall have some questions. So in my lesson, I expect you to draw the structure of the kidney. Then I also expect you to know the functions of the kidneys of the kidney. Then also we expect you to know the functions of the parts of the kidney of the kidneys. So without wasting time, we shall begin by looking at what we call the urinary system. You can ask yourself, why urinary system? Yes, much as the kidneys are excretory organs, but because since they help the body in production and removal of urine from the body, we can also put the kidneys under urinary system. The word urinary comes from the word urine. So meaning that kidneys can be under urinary system, and at the same time they can be put under excretory organs. So this is the structure of our urinary system. And then in P4 we looked at this, when we are looking at the human body organs. So we can see the kidney. That is, we have the left kidney and the right kidney. We also have the ureter. We also have the bladder or the urinary bladder. Then we also have the urethra. So that is the structure of the urinary system. Then we can also have a look at the structure of the kidney. Here we are saying kidney because we are looking at one. And these are some of the parts. Where, for example, we have the kidney wall. We have the pelvis. We also have the cortex. We also have medulla. We can also have pyramid. We can also have renal artery. We can also have renal vein. Then lastly, ureter. So that means that as you go through these words or parts of the kidney, I expect you also to practice how these words are written. So that is the structure of the kidney. So if we are, for example, can we go together and spell the word medulla? Yes. That is capital M, E, D, U, L, L, A, medulla. Then we also have cortex. Can we go together? C-O-R-T-E-X, cortex. We can also have the pyramid. Can we go together? Capital P, Y, R-A-M-I-D, pyramid. So those are some of the parts of the kidney or of the human kidneys. So without wasting time, we can go strictly to the parts, the functions of the parts of the human kidney or of the human kidneys. We can begin with the kidney wall. And we are saying, let's go. It protects the internal parts of the kidney. The word internal means the inside parts of the kidney. Then we also have, what is the next part? Yes, cortex. It is used for filtration of blood. And as we are going to see the functions of the kidneys, one of the functions is it filters blood. So meaning that the cortex, within the cortex, that is where filtration of blood takes place. Next part, yes, let's go, medulla. Medulla helps in the reabsorption of water. Then you can have salts and even other useful substances from urine. And I will explain that when we go to functions of the kidney. Then the next part is the pyramid. The pyramid is the hole through which urine from the cortex pours into the pelvis. Then we also have the pelvis. Yes, let's go. Receives urine from the cortex before it goes to the urinary bladder. Yeah, from the diagram, we can see where these parts are, and then here we are looking at the functions. Then ureter, it is the passage of urine from pelvis to the urinary bladder. Then we have these two parts, renal artery, then renal vein. With the renal artery, from the diagram, you saw the arrow entering the kidney, meaning that it carries oxygenated blood from the aorta to the kidney. Then the renal vein, it carries the oxygenated blood from the kidney to the vena cava. Aorta and the vena cava, we can find them on the other first diagram of the urinary system. Then urethra, it is the tube through which urine is passed out of the body. Then we can also have sphincter muscle. They control the flow of urine from the urinary bladder. Then we also have urinary bladder. It stores urine before it is passed out of the body. Before I go to the functions of the kidney, we cannot have a flashback of the urinary system, whereby we can see the kidneys, that is the left kidney and the right kidney. We also have the ureter, the other side and also this side. We also have the urinary bladder. We can also have the urethra. So those two vessels, that is this one and this one is the aorta and this is the vena cava. So, and as you got the functions of the parts of the kidney, where you get confused with the parts, you can go back to the diagram and you see where they are found. So, that is the urinary system, the kidneys or the kidney, the functions of the parts of the kidney. So now we can have a look, or we can go to the functions of the kidney. So like we saw with the human skin, the human kidney or the kidneys, they have functions they play in the body. And without wasting time, we can have the functions of the kidney. And they are summarized into versions. And we shall begin with filtering blood. Or you can say it filters blood. Yes. Who can tell us from the parts of the kidney that we have seen, which part of the kidney allows filtration of blood? Yes. What is the answer? Good. It is the cortex. Cortex. So meaning that the blood that goes to the kidney contains so many substances. Some are poisonous, meaning that they are not needed by the body, and some are still needed by the body. Meaning that within the kidney works like the filter. Those which are needed by the body, I mean the substances, they will go back into the body. Then those which are not needed, they will get out through urine. Then also the kidney controls or regulates the level of water, sugars, and salts in the body. Meaning that if there is too much water, that's why we normally go for short course so many times. The body is trying to balance or to control the amount of water and even salts and even sugars in the body. That means that salts, water, and sugars, they get out of the body with the help of the kidney through urine. That means that our urine contains water, contains sugar, and contains salts. So that is, those are the two functions of the kidney. So from there, we can go to the activity. And this is the activity that I will leave you with, which I'm going to just go through quickly as I end my lesson. The first question, name the organ in the human body that balances the amount of water needed by the body. Question 2, which body system is responsible for the removal of urine from the body? 3, why do babies urinate on their beds? Then 4, why are wetlands called kidneys of the earth? Next, why does blood go to the kidney or to the kidneys? Then 6, what important process takes place in the following parts of the kidney? 1, cortex. Question Roman 2, medulla. So, thank you for being with me in this lesson, and allow me to say bye.